Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Thanks, everyone, for listening to the Sex with Emily show. I love being able to help you have the sex life and relationships you deserve. And I want to keep giving you the best show possible, a few of them a week, actually. So I so appreciate you supporting our sponsors who help keep this show free. Fleshlight, the #1 sex toy for men. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could feel the pleasure of having sex anytime, even if you didn't have a partner? The Fleshlight is the most popular sex toy for men for a reason, because it simulates the sensations of actual sex. It was engineered to look and feel like the real deal. Many people think it even feels better than sex. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to want to have sex again, but it feels just that good. Plus, the Fleshlight Stamina Training Unit helps you practice lasting longer and becoming a better lover. Plus, you'll experience some of those mind-blowing orgasms of your life. And have you ever fantasized about having sex with your favorite porn star? Well, now you can. They've all got fleshlights. Christy Mack, Jenna Jameson, Joanna Angel, Nina Hartley, all of them. So go to my website, go to sexwithemily.com, click on the Fleshlight banner. That's go to sexwithemily.com, click on the Fleshlight banner, and check out all the amazing fleshlights and improve your sex life and have some fun. Now let's get on with the show.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can check out our podcast. Best thing to do is go to just iTunes, subscribe, so you never miss another show again. We're doing 2 shows a week. You can also, my website's got every day we update it with new stories and blogs and videos and all these things that will help you have better sex and relationships, which is what I'm all about. And lately, our Facebook page, facebook.com/sexwithemily, blowing up with your questions, and we've been answering them there as well. So whatever is easier for you, you can tweet me at Sex with Emily, Instagram, I don't care, Sex with Emily, whatever you want to do. Ask me your questions, I will answer them. And also, every Wednesday, Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon to 1 o'clock, I do a live Twitter chat. And you can ask me anything you want from 12:31 on Twitter, and that's also at Sex with Emily. See, there's so many ways we can talk. And
How many times have you done that?
What, like 3 times so far?
How filthy does it get?
sometimes it gets a little filthy, but it's pretty legit. Like, people are pretty legit. I don't think there's anything that was too filthy.
I would assume that it's just like a chat room, like one of those sex chat rooms where everyone's like watching the girl on, like, just show us your tits.
No, we're actually going to do a wrap up. No, you'd think it would be, but it's like people are like, how can I spice up my, relationship?
Oh, that's good. I like that.
I have a small penis. What should I do? What's the best, thing to, I've never had an orgasm. What's your favorite lube? I mean, people ask me legit questions.
So people keep it on point.
They keep it on point. They're not getting too dirty. I mean, sometimes there's some weird things when I not about on that, but there's always weird tweets I get, like, I like sex when I on the boobs or something, but that's usually it. Like
when
in
you
the midnight.
what on the boobs?
When you what on the boobs? People are like, so hi, Anderson.
Hi there,
I'm here with the lovely Anderson.
I'm lovely.
Anderson is he wears many hats, but he's got 2 amazing podcasts you should check out: After Disaster and The Film Vault.
Yeah, After Disaster doing their first ever live event coming up pretty soon, like in a month. Hollywood Improv.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's gonna be a Saturday night, July 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Can I come?
Of course.
Can I come?
You gotta buy your tickets, so I can't comp you. Sorry.
You can't come, dude. I will support you. I want to support you.
Sneak in
so
the back.
I will pay double. How's that? Because that's how much I love you.
Do you have $4?
I love you. I don't have $4. Not on me. Can I charge it?
So you're going to say something else about after the Twitter chat, and I jumped in there because I had to know
no,
about
the Twitter chat. Oh, I was going to say also, and on Thursday nights from 8:30, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, you can call in. Ask me questions right now, 800-568-3191. That's what the people can do. How have you been doing? How's your week?
I've been good. Speaking of the After Disaster, again, just real quick, because you brought it up.
Yes.
Because I think this is apropos to your show here.
Tell me.
Did you know that tortoises make sounds when they have sex?
No.
This is what we explored and talked about at length on the After Disaster last night. I cannot stop laughing when I hear this, and I will play it for you before the show's over.
Okay, there's actually sound of them having...
They make sound, Emily, and it's not the clicking or clacking of their shells. It's coming deep from their throats, and they sound like little humans.
Really?
It's unbelievable.
Do you know that it's natural that if you, like, evolutionary biology talks about the reason why, like, women and men make sounds during sex? Because women, women typically, when they were having sex with, like, their primary partner, and there was, like, another partner they were going to have sex with later, like, that's how it would happen. They'd be having sex, and they would make really loud sounds, moaning, so the guy would know, like, that she was ready for him to come in next.
But that's like mating calls.
Mating.
Wait. So the next guy would come in?
The next guy would be, like, knowing that she was having sex or not to come in yet because she's, like, we're talking about, like, caveman time.
Wow. So, like, instead of putting a sock on the door, you just
scream. Moan and scream and yell. So the tortoises doesn't surprise me.
We talked about that a little bit last night. Like, it's not a mating call because it's the sound of mating. So
right. But
what is the point?
It kind of is both. But it's kind of, right. It's kind of both, though, because you're mating, but then they have sex. Animals are not monogamous. So in a way, it's like, we're ripe. I'm ready for sex.
Swans are. I've heard lobsters are.
Yeah, that's about it. Most of them are not.
Humans pretend to be.
Humans pretend to be, but we're all silently suffering through monogamy.
It's true.
I think monogamy can be an epidemic in our culture, which is why today's show is it's all about new beginnings. Today is how to say goodbye to the bad, whether it's bad sex, a bad relationship, whatever you're going through and you want to mix up. I'm going to be giving advice today. We've been getting so many emails lately to feedback@sexwithemily.com as well as Facebook and everywhere else. And I just want to answer my people. I love my listeners. I do. I seriously just got a little choked up, which I don't often do. I don't get very emotional, but I love you all. So thank you for listening and supporting the show for the last 8 years. And so I'm just dedicating a bunch of shows to answering your questions because that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so some of the subjects of the emails are a guy wants to talk about manscaping. A lot of guys email me. They're like, I don't know where my hair should go, where I should have hair. Guy wants to move on from an abusive marriage. A woman wants to exit a bad date with grace. What do you do about it? We're talking about women, men, ejaculation, all these things, and we will get into that. So I've also got a little bit of a sex in the news here. And this is what I got to say about that. So men are always sticking their penises in the strangest of places. So a man gives ridiculous reason for getting his penis stuck in a pipe in China. So Leon Tien didn't think people would believe the accident that occurred while he was doing a DIY, do-it-yourself, home improvement project at home. It was so hot, so I was painting the wall in the nude, he said. He arrived at the hospital with his penis encased in a pipe. It had swollen overnight. He slipped on the floor, causing my private parts to fall inside the pipe that was protruding from the wall to take water outside from the air conditioning unit. Unfortunately, I got stuck as a result. I cut from the wall and tried pouring oil and liquid soap down the sides, but my manhood was so tightly wedged that nothing dripped down. I went to sleep thinking if I relaxed that the pipe would slide off, but it didn't. Goes to the hospital. Doctors were at a loss, ended up calling the fire brigade in order to cut off the pipe during a 4-hour procedure. Once the man's penis was freed, he was left with some bruising but no major damage. In similar stories, last year a man fell into a toaster with his manhood and had to call firefighters to help him out. Also in 2008, a vicar was minding his own business, hanging up some curtains when he fell into a potato and had to have it removed from his bottom.
A vicar?
A vicar. What's a vicar?
I'm a guy who puts potatoes up his
I have
ass.
no fucking idea. But really, why are men always trying to stick their penises in inappropriate places?
Guys get lonely.
I think if I had a penis, I'd probably do that too.
Yeah, you know what? I talk to a lot of girls. The more aggressive ones are always like, I'd love to have a penis. I just stick it in everything.
I would stick in everything. This is what I've said. I said that I would have sex. If I had like a penis for a day, I'd have sex, get a few blowjobs. I'd get a flashlight for sure because my office is like filled with flashlights and they're all so cool. Like you've seen them, the masturbations.
Yeah.
The inside, the little nubby things, and they all feel different. Like you could have sex with like 10 different people with a flashlight.
Never done a flashlight. I have not. I need to do that.
I will bring you one in next week.
Yeah.
You know I'm always bringing in gifts here for you peeps.
Oh yeah, you left some gifts here last week. I need to give those back.
What'd
to
I
you.
give?
I don't know. You got some good stuff in a bag though, and I put it safe because it's valuable
really?
in there. Yeah. I love how you speak from like a female's point of view. You're like, yeah, if I had a penis, I go out, I'd have sex with everything, get a couple blowjobs. It's not that easy, Em.
Yeah, it is.
It's not like you just go out to the corner. If you're a girl, yeah, you want some guy in between your legs, you could have that. You could have that right now. It says 9 o'clock on our clock. You could have it by 9:07. Guaranteed. Not me.
It's true that girls can get laid a lot easier. No, you're right. I could probably have sex with the guard if he was awake, who didn't want to sit for 10 minutes. Yeah. So
I bet
it's true,
3
though.
minutes. Yeah, I forgot about the guard.
No,
You could be having sex.
The penis just seems like this amazing thing. Like you guys don't. I mean, granted, there are issues. People ejaculate too quickly, not enough. We're going to get into that actually in a while. They can't ejaculate at all. They can't stay hard. I understand, but most of the time, it seems like the penis is pretty awesome. Like you're going to get off. You're going to have an orgasm. It's going to happen.
Not all you guys feel that way. My wife is delighted that she doesn't have one.
Really?
And she always just like, she looks at me like in bewilderment. Like, how do you walk around all day with that thing just there?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
And like inappropriate boners and stuff could be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I got busted in 7th grade once. It scarred me forever.
Did it? What happened? Like,
I was in wood shop and I was mocking the teacher because he was really boring and old. So I was laying down on like top of one of the wood surfaces, like where it was supposed to do the cutting. And this really, really large girl that was in class with me, she's like, "Oh my God, Anderson's wiener's large right now." And I was like half asleep and I woke up. I'm like, "Oh my God." It totally
was it really?
Happened.
You had like a boner sticking up?
I was wearing like loose shorts and I didn't know. That's what I woke up to.
You still wear loose shorts all the time. Is that why?
I wear the exact same clothes as I did then in 7th grade. But yeah.
Well, we're going to take a little picture of us tonight, Lauren. And she's like, should we warn Anderson? Because we want to take a picture, just like we put up with the podcast, because you're on the podcast. I'm like, no, he always wears the yeah, it's going to be fine.
I'm wearing the exact same clothes I wore yesterday. Is that a problem?
Exactly. No,
I didn't
that's
get dressed till 8 o'clock at
Anderson's
night.
not going to like put on a suit or something. Right?
I might have.
Would you have? Okay. Well, we might take a little photo. Check
I'll
out
hold
our
Stanley.
website.
I always hold up my dog when I don't want people looking at me.
Dog. You don't want people looking at you. You can put him in front of your face.
Yeah, I put Stanley up and then people
Stanley's
just focus
our
on Stan.
mascot. Stanley's the best ever. Okay, so in other Sex in the News work, speaking of a woman being able to get laid whenever she wants, there's now a sugar daddy university. It's a one-night symposium and cocktail party, and the goal of the symposium is to help rich men meet younger women who like them and their cash. How hard is it for them? I don't know why they need a university, but sugardaddyforme.com is branching out with this latest pursuit, removing the taboo of transactional relationships is what they call these. You've heard about all these sugar daddy sites, right? Sugar baby, sugar daddy. And the guy, Schneider, started it, a Jew, of course. Just kidding, I'm Jewish. I can make Jewish jokes.
As long as you're Jewish, go ahead.
I'm a Jew, so I can make Jew jokes. There's nothing wrong with a man providing for the woman of his dreams while she provides for him the way he wants. It starts with a 90-minute symposium on how to live the sugar life. It's a prerequisite for understanding the sugar daddy lifestyle, how to navigate it successfully, how to avoid the pitfalls of approaching life incorrectly, and then they put their skills to use in a cocktail party after. I think all you got to do is wave around $100 bills, and you get a chick. I don't know why you need training for that.
I'm confused.
Or some Gucci bags. These are dudes.
This is dudes that are going to learn how to be sugar
daddies?
They're
going to learn, because there's all these websites, like Sugar Daddy, Sugar Baby,
right.
where women who are trying to get paid for their college tuition or sleeping with older guys. So they're explaining to them how it all goes down. And then there's a little mixer after with a bunch of sugar babies who are waiting for a Gucci purse or something.
They're explaining to other rich dudes how to be a sugar daddy?
Yeah, which I don't think it's hard.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought that the girls
That's
were...
what I thought at first, too, when I first started. But no, it's for the dudes.
Right.
I don't know
it
how
should be
you
the other way around.
Yeah, well, they're probably like, I know, I give him a blowjob and he pays my rent. That's pretty easy, but I guess these guys might mess it up sometimes. Who knows? But they need a university. So yeah, but it's so funny because we were talking about this in my office today, and like a few of my interns were like, I would have done that if that was around. I think it was Lauren, my assistant, who said, I would have done that if that was happening.
She would have gone to learn how to be a sugar daddyette?
She would have been a sugar daddyette. I don't know. I mean, but then what happens if these pick something, you're trying to get a job later and you learn that you paid your way through college with, but I don't know, people don't care anymore.
Really
Everyone's
common
making
these
pictures.
days.
It is common,
Yeah.
and maybe I would have done it. God knows. Who knows? I went to a state school. But it was a good school, but it wasn't expensive. Okay, so
A lot of free
next
sex,
thing,
though.
A lot of free sex at my school.
At your state school, yeah.
Yeah, Michigan.
I
didn't have enough sex in college.
That's why you're overcompensating
Exactly.
now. Yeah.
I'm just like the dude who couldn't get laid till he was like 24.
Charles Bukowski.
It's not that I couldn't get laid. It's that I always had boyfriends. I was like monogamous and had boyfriends. And I was kind of a prude. I wasn't a prude, but I really like held sex in very high regard. And again, not that I don't, but I was like, I'm not going to give it up just for anyone. I wasn't like
You thought it was
girl.
a different kind of important. You thought it was like an important.
Like it meant
with
something.
Yeah, and now you know it's an important just in survival
Now
and living
I'm
your
like,
life.
it
and
meant something
making,
that moment.
Making yourself good.
Right, exactly. But I didn't know about like orgasms, masturbation, anything. Like in college, even midway through college, I learned about it. I mean,
You
I
know
was,
about
like,
them now,
late,
lady. Yeah.
That's my life.
Hey, back to Sugar Daddy University real quick. It is actually a genius business model because, first of all, you know that all your clients have a ton of money. Usually people with a ton of money, they're looking for other things to spend it on, right?
Right.
And to better themselves. And if there's sex on the other end, there's going to be tons of millionaires signing up for this thing.
Exactly. And it's transactional, and it's kind of legal because they're not saying – it's kind of like the gigolo guy who was in here. It's like, well, they're not paying for sex. They're paying for a date. And speaking of gigolos, my next story, Leah Michele. You know Leah Michele from Glee? Her new boyfriend is a former gigolo seen on Cowboys for Angels. Remember the Cowboys for Angels guy who was on the show? He runs the gigolo service. He was on a few weeks ago. What?
In here?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
You were here. He came. I don't know who else be working the board. He runs that service for women, straight women.
I wasn't here.
You weren't here? I don't remember who was here.
Lauren just said I wasn't here.
That's so funny. Who
There
here?
was that one time where like maybe somebody ran the board before I got here.
Oh, Lauren ran the board.
Yeah, because I was. Oh,
That's
yeah,
right. You missed it. Okay.
There's no way I would forget this.
I'm like, dude, how do you forget this guy? So you guys should. It's called Cowboys for Angels, and there's a Showtime show about it. And Leah Michele. So his site, he says it's not about women paying for sex. It's about straight women who are very busy and they just want the boyfriend experience. So they go out with these guys, but then they made a Showtime show called Gigolo. So anyway, Leah Michele is one of the guys that's featured on this Cowboy for Angels site. Is her new boyfriend. He's a gigolo. It was on TMZ, the cover of TMZ today. So, but now he's taken his profile down. But he was a paid gigolo. She says he's a dating life coach. Who knows? But, he's probably good in bed because he gets paid for it. So good for her. Getting laid, all that stuff. You don't remember the show. You weren't here. Cowboys for Angels.
I wasn't here.
Check out the past podcast. It was called Cowboys for Angels. And we've got a call coming in. So let's talk to this person here. Let's talk to Nicole. Hi, Nicole. You're on the Sex with Emily show. Thanks for calling.
Yes.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thanks.
Perfect. So my question is this. I've been with my boyfriend for a little over 6 months, and I am, pretty explicit about my sexual life.
Okay. You're more adventurous.
Very.
Okay.
Very. But yet, I do follow rules. I'm in a monogamous, committed relationship. I don't cheat. I don't, nothing like that.
Okay.
But my boyfriend is pretty vanilla.
All right.
And I know that he wants to explore some of the things that I have done. But in the past, I did have a previous marriage, and we were married, and again, same situation. And we had threesomes, we had this and that, but we had sat down and had some very, cookie-cutter rules. And he took it, and I pretty much feel like I created a monster. So how do I do it again without making a monster?
So your last, and how old are you? If you don't mind me asking?
41.
41. Okay, so in your last relationship, he was like kind of vanilla, same story, and then you had threesomes, and then he was like all over it, like wanted threesomes every day.
He was like, go to the bar and pick up this, that, and the other thing, and did whatever, oh Lord, everything under the sun.
Wow.
And it was like, but when I caught him cheating, and I said, you know what, Richard, you're cheating. And he said, no. Well, we're doing this at home. Well, and I said, no. There's some very,
What did he do? So you guys were having threesomes, and then he would have sex on the side with some of these girls?
Well, basically, yes. We would agree to a girl for a threesome, And then what he would do is he would go outside of me being his wife. The girl agreed to upon the threesome and himself, and he would go out and basically have sex with anything with 2 legs,
wow,
a vagina, and tits.
Okay, so I get it. So you are afraid that would happen again, but now does your new guy, does he know about this side of you, that you're a little more open?
Absolutely.
Okay, and
Absolutely.
have you started bringing some stuff into the relationship?
No, not yet. I guess it's the reason I haven't is because I'm
You're
pretty
afraid.
fearful.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. Does he know about your history and what happened?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, I can't tell you any way to guarantee that it's not going to happen again, right? Because you probably thought, it's my husband, I can trust him. But, I would start with, is it a threesome that you're really wanting now, or what other kinds of things are you looking to try?
No, I know that my current relationship, his name is Gary.
Okay.
And I know that he's, like I say, he's vanilla, but he wants to please me. And I want to please him, and we're very open, we're very honest, we live together, but we are not married.
Okay.
And, he wants to kind of touch on that adventurous side. It's something he's never really been able to do.
Okay.
So
it's the threesome then. So we're talking about threesomes, or is it more like sex toys or watching porn together, or like?
It's all of it.
Okay.
It's all of it.
So I would just start by talking about your fantasy. First of all, like what his fantasy is. Like, is there anything he's been wanting to try that he's never tried, or is there anything things that you could share scenarios with him that you've been wanting to try? And just talk to him about it. But if it is a threesome, then you know this, and even though it might not work, but before any couple has a threesome, and you've been together 6 months, you said? Mm-hmm. See, to me, I just think you have to be on really solid ground, and you have to discuss the rules ahead of time and say, there will be, she can't sleep over, or I don't want you to kiss her, or whatever your rules are. I don't want you seeing her outside the relationship. And just kind of make that really clear. But hopefully he's a good guy, and not like your ex who can take it. And if he's open to it, so I think that you can. Would you ever have thought your ex would have cheated?
Honestly, no. I honestly, because we were married, and I'm very much, and it's kind of funny because I'm like every man's dream, and I don't want to be braggish, but I am the June Cleaver, mix you the cocktail, take your boots off, whatever. But you know what? That's the front. My husband, or my boyfriend at the time now, he owns his own business, so socially I am very correct, and
right.
that. But yet,
you're a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets, like every man wants.
Exactly.
No, I got it. So maybe just don't start off with the threesomes yet. Like, is there something else you could do, like adventurous with, like sex toys, or watching porn together, or having sex outside?
We've had some porn on, and we've kind of role played, and we've done this and that, and we've had, oh my God, Lord, I've given him roadhead for about over an hour. So it's just...
Hope you didn't get any accidents. I would just say that if you would want to find someone, there's do you guys ever go to any play parties? Where do you live?
We live in northern Wisconsin.
Okay, and I heard your accent. I'm from Michigan, so I got the little Midwestern thing going. There are, I don't know what your area is like, but there's a website like FetLife. Have you ever heard of FetLife?
Yes, I'm actually a member on FetLife.
Okay, so there you go. You could find people there that are just, don't bring home the women that, that you'd vet them first. You'd have lunch, drinks with them, see who you like. And honestly, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it from, I'm sure your husband, there might have been other things going on in a relationship. If you open up this world to him, you are going to risk that. People disagree with me. They think threesomes are the worst thing ever for relationships, right? Anderson, you've been on Loveline for 30 years. You've heard
30, Jesus, honey.
Sorry,
15.
Not 30, 15. Sorry,
I
Drew's
know
been on for 30 years.
from personal experience that, usually that's the end of the relationship.
See, this is what Dr. Drew thinks. It's because I'm on Loveline as well. And they all think this. And I personally...
I've lived it. It's true. In my case, twice.
Yeah. It really? Like, it ruined your relationship?
2 different times, yeah. And it was like her wanting to blow it up both times. I never asked for it. 2 different girls in 2 different relationships brought in their friend, and they were trying to distance themselves from me emotionally, for sure, and they wanted to turn it into a more physical thing. And then, actually, once... the 3 of us were all like a relationship for a while. Like,
oh, wow,
they were
Anderson,
both my girlfriends.
I never knew this about you.
For like a month and a half, but it turned out that they just wanted to be with each other, I think, more than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, exactly. And to feel like, and that's exactly what I don't want to happen, because what happened with my ex-husband is we kind of screened the girls and this and that, and then brought them in, and we were like, Richard and I were like, okay, here's the rules, yada, and then brought her in and this and that, and then all of a sudden it was exactly that.
Right.
It was like I felt like the third wheel, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, you guys just go have fun then.
Yeah, I know. I totally get it. So, I mean, the thing is, either bring in someone that is just kind of random, that you don't think would be the girl of the dream, and you know what I'm saying. But she's fun for a night. Maybe she's from out of town. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't repeat it with the same person, so there can't be a relationship. You don't get her phone number after. Maybe it's all through email. Maybe you arrange it. He doesn't get her contact information. Don't repeat it with don't bring in your best friend. I always say the best threesomes are when people are people you don't know, really. I mean, you vet them at first, but it's not like your best friend, or it's not like your neighbor. It's more, and then you just monitor it, and you're like, okay, don't duplicate the same thing. But I think this is something that you need, Nicole, and it sounds like you need it, even though you got burned. But you were married for a while, so there could have been other issues as well. This is a new relationship, so I would just tread really, really lightly and know that you run the risk of it blowing up again, but just be careful, and be careful who you choose. And again, maybe you're in charge of the transaction and he's not. You're setting it up, you're getting her number, you're the whole thing.
Exactly. Again, that's why, because I am diligent about following you on Twitter.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Huge Twitter fan. So exactly, that's why when I just got your tweet about, the call-in, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, put it out there.
just gonna ask the question, because like I said, I am a member of FetLife. I'm very open and honest on FetLife. I am in a relationship. Here's my past.
Right.
But I absolutely am a firm believer that a happy man is not a cheating man.
Right. Well, you never know, though. No, I mean, I don't know, Nicole. Good luck to you, because honestly, you never know. Yeah, a happy man could cheat too. I'm sure he really likes you. Just tread lightly with this one and pay attention. Keep your eyes open. It's a new relationship. Remember, you've only been in it for 6 months, so you're in the heyday of a relationship right now. So if you're burning and you got to have a threesome, then do it. But I would just maybe press pause a little bit and wait a little. But that's what I would say. But if you go into it, just know that it could happen. But just kind of try to control the situation more. And let me know what happens. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily. Yeah, Anderson, people take the threesome thing. No one thinks it's a good idea. And I know that all these things can blow up, right? But whatever.
Well, it's really hard to be a guy and have a girl say, yeah, it's okay if you bang another person as long as I'm in the room, and still kind of respect the boundaries outside of that. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult for us to understand.
Right. No, I know. And Nicole, I get wanting to have it too. I'm like Nicole. I've had threesomes. They've been successful, but never with a boyfriend. It's always been someone I'm dating, and it was an open, we were kind of dating other people, and it kind of worked that way. But I've never been with someone that I love and then seen them have sex with someone else. Okay, coming up, we have got a call about cock rings. That's one of my favorite things to talk about. But first, a word from our amazing sponsors here at Sex with Emily. Thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for supporting my sponsors. Have you ever heard of a massage candle? It looks like a regular candle that instantly turns into massage oil. Why do you need this kind of thing, a candle like this? Because massage gets your partner in the mood, and the warm, luxurious oil feels amazing, I can tell you, when you pour it on your body. Anderson, not that I pour it on your body, but you have one. It's your secret weapon in the bedroom if you want to spice things up, get your partner in the mood, and have incredible sex. The feedback has been outstanding. This is from one of my listeners. Dear Emily, I bought a candle. My girlfriend was skeptical at first, but agreed to try the warm oil on me first and gave me a back rub. Then I reciprocated, and we had amazing sex. She could not stop talking about how good the candle smells and how great the massage oil feels. And I am convinced that the scent and the candle helped us through some of the barriers to sex that we face lately. So my candle, Emily and Tony candle, saved a relationship. I love that. So I created these candles so you can have the best sex of your life. Go to emilyandtony.com. Use code Emily for 20% off. That's emilyandtony.com. Check that out. Also, okay, I am obsessed, Anderson, with my no-no. I love, do you know? No. It's a hair remover. I've spent way too much time and money in my lifetime, and I don't even want to do this, but if I count up how much money I've spent on razors and waxing and all this stuff, it just doesn't work. It's a pain. I got to go back and get waxed every few weeks. The No Pro is the hands down best way to remove unwanted hair with zero pain. And it's for men too. You know that hair on your back or your long neck hairs, Anderson?
No, I don't.
I don't know if you have long neck hairs, but a lot of guys do. They got it on their back. So whatever it is, if it's your legs, your arms, your face, you will love how easy this is to use and the weeks of long-lasting results. No Pro comes with a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee, and when you purchase it, you get a $50 gift card to an award-winning skincare line. Go to nonoemily.com. That's nonoemily.com. Get rid of that hair and start living your life. Spend the money on something else.
What is it?
Oh my! It's the cutest little thing. I love it. It looks like a little, like an electric, like a male, like a little razor. It looks like, you know what it looks like? Like your phone, like an iPhone.
Okay.
It's probably like a double iPhone.
Does it use like little electric blades?
It has little blades, and it's so easy to use. Like I'm using it like on all over my body. I'm going to have like no hair in annoying places, and you just rub it up your arm. And the hair just, it zaps it, and it doesn't hurt at all.
So is it electricity or is it lasers or blades? What's going on?
Yeah, it's like it's electricity.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in the No Pro.
Do you want one? I get you.
I don't need one, but I got friends that are hairy.
Okay. A lot of guys are hairy, and women, I'm telling you, because I even have a guy, he's like, what should I do? Should I get it waxed? I'm like, I'll use my...
Why do you got to use the Italian accent?
I know, my boyfriend's, he's not even Italian. I don't even know why. Okay, should we take the...
Let's do the cock rings, and then I definitely want to play you the turtles having sex.
Okay, so let's talk the cock rings. Hello, Rob. Thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
I'm on the air. Wow. Thank you. Anderson, you're the man. Emily, you're so hot.
Thank you.
No problem. Well, I'm calling because I wanted to know about the your cock rings that has a longer battery life than 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, for sure. There are so many of them. I will tell you right now because, yeah, like the Screaming O1s are disposable. They're great, but they're not necessarily... Okay, I will tell you. I like the...
Is this like a pickup line, Rob? You just want to make sure that everyone knows that you go for a long time? You don't want your batteries dying mid-aff?
No, it was actually a dare. One of my friends, she listens to Loveline, and she was listening to the show where Mike was having a cock ring on.
Yeah, I wasn't there that night. He did that. Like, I'm always on Loveline. I wasn't there that night.
That was like the one night you weren't here.
Well, because he would never do that if I was sitting there.
Why?
I would freak the fuck out of him. That's rude. You don't come in front of your friends.
I'm going to tell you. Okay, let me tell you about the ones that are amazing. Okay, so there is the... So these are all actually, if you go to my website, sexwithemily.com, and you click on the Good Vibes banner, you can get, use coupon code GVEmily20 and you'll get 20% off. So there's one called the Pleasure Pillar Vibrating Silicone Cock Ring. And it has a little, are you looking for one right with the vibrating in it? So it has a little bullet that's inside of it that slides inside. It's rubber. It's one size fits all. It's got a bullet that sticks right through it, and you can and it vibrates.
You put that in your bum?
Yeah, you put it on your penis, and then the vibrate. It's a really strong bullet. So it's called the Pleasure Pillar. There's also the Mio cock ring by Jeju. That's Jejoue. That one. These are all rechargeable. So these are all ones that you can use over and over and over again. And then there's the Love Life is another one. Are you writing this down? It's the Share Couples Ring. It's by Oh My Bod. That one is amazing, and you just recharge them and use them for the rest of your life. So I would invest in one of those. What?
I think we need to get to the bottom of why Rob needs this long.
Rob, why do you need a ring for long lasting? Do you last a long time in bed?
Oh, you have no idea.
How long?
Well, I have no idea, really. It's give or take 20 minutes here and there.
Right? And so you have a partner, and she wants to try it?
Actually, well, I want to try it. She has nothing to. She doesn't know anything about it.
See, he wants to do it by himself, I think.
No, but do you want to use it? Because the vibration on the ring is so she can feel it on her clitoris, but also they have double ones that you could feel it. Like, there's also ones that you can, like, wrap around your balls and it vibrates. And men, honestly, in my experience, like, men and whatever, men like the vibrations as well. Vibrations are not just for women. So just...
I know. She was listening to that show with Mike, and he had it on throughout the whole show. So I'm in transportation, so I drive for work.
Oh, God, but be careful. So now you're going to wear... Okay, so you want to wear...
You're going to kill him, Emily.
Dude, you're going to drive off the road. You're going to kill yourself.
Of 6.
Yeah, this is... I'm not... Okay, now we take everything back and...
See, I told you we had to get to the bottom of this one.
Anderson, you're smart.
Well, the whole situation was I tried the Trojan cock ring.
Oh, right, the ones in the store, and they last 20 minutes. And you're like, God damn it, I haven't even had an orgasm. Yeah, I get it. Try one of these...
And I was like, wow. I mean, it felt great when you apply a little pressure.
Yeah, they
when you
do.
apply a little pressure on it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay, wow, I don't want it to stop. And then the batteries died.
Well, that's the worst.
For one that I can use over.
Okay, get the Mio cock ring by Jeju, or get the Love Life, or just, again, go to my website, click on goodvibes.com, and then use coupon code GVEmily20, and you can see, just put in rings, okay? And then you'll see the ones I'm talking about. They'll all come up, and you can see which ones are rechargeable. And just buy those, and then they'll charge for like hours, and you'll never have to wear it again.
Get pulled over first, though.
But don't do it when you're driving. See, now I'm telling him it's okay. Don't do that when you're driving. Can you pull over?
Oh, I've masturbated while I was driving in my personal car.
Your 2 calls that you've had on tonight, Emily, have both talked about sexual pleasures in the car.
I know, really? Really? Oh, right. The other woman was giving the guy roadhead for an hour. Oh, my God.
There's nothing funny about that. It sounded painful from the start. I picture Rob plugging into like his big rig and adding some lube and electrocuting himself with his cock ring.
Yeah, I'm nervous, Rob. Now I feel like I want to take everything back. You just be careful out there, okay?
I will do.
Okay, Rob, good luck. Go buy this ring, though, and use it with your partner, not on the road. Jesus, people are going to get an hour-long roadhead?
I heard that's why the fleshlight was invented, actually. It was for truckers.
Oh, maybe?
That's what I heard.
Because they're not for when they're driving.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and then it captures all the fluids, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's the thing about the fleshlight is it's a masturbation sleeve. So yeah, you come right inside of it.
Some of our greatest inventions have been created for truckers. There's that place in Pittsburgh, Permane Brothers, and they put the sandwich. They put all the meat and like the coleslaw and the French fries all in the sandwich, so that truckers could eat with one hand and drive with the other.
Oh, that's brilliant.
They don't need 2 hands for eating.
That and a fleshlight. Those are the 2 greatest inventions
Permane
for truck
Brothers
drivers.
and fleshlights, right?
Oh my God, I love it. Okay. So anyway, we'll get back to the show now. We were still in the show, but back to the emails. No, we're going to start the emails. You know, whatever I'm saying. Feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thanks for everything. What?
Because Rob was asking about the cock rings, and you wanted to be able to help him out, which you have that power, Emily. Not many people have the power where you can be like, oh, that's something you want? Well, check this out. Use my name, and you get a deal.
I know. Here. I love it. I love that I can provide the world with really good deals on sex toys, or they can just, come to my garage and
No, that's probably not a good business model for you, Emily.
No, but all my interns are coming over to get toys soon because I can't even don't have room for my stuff in my house. But yeah, it is a good job. I
still think you should make some kind of short story or
a video. You should direct it. You're a filmmaker. Why don't you?
I don't want to direct it because it's dirty. But you and your little interns are all rooming through the boxes in your garage. There's an earthquake, and you guys are all trapped in the garage with nothing but sex toys until the firemen come and get you out.
I love it. And then do we all start having sex and stuff?
Absolutely, of course.
This is amazing. We got to do it.
You guys are super bored, and you're trying to take a kill time by trying all the different sex toys.
That's amazing. And I have a couch in my garage too, because it's literally a couch, a washer, dryer, and sex toys. It's perfect.
So you can clean them as you go?
Yeah, there's sex toy cleaner. It's the best thing ever.
I thought the washing machine. Oh, and then
I get it.
You figure out at the end that the washing machine is actually the best sex toy in there.
Exactly. Well, it is. Do you know that you can sit on it and have sex when it's on the spin cycle?
I've heard things.
It's a vibrator. You've heard that?
I've heard things.
It's in my book, actually. One of the tips. Hot sex. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, manscaping. Dear Emily, on recent episodes, you've talked about manscaping and advised against using a razor. I think your audience would be curious to hear what tools of the trade work well for manscaping. I've used one of those WOW micro groomers used for trimming eyebrows and nose hair, as they are cheap, waterproof, and not too sharp. I'm curious what else might exist. Love the show, Emily. From Jason. Well, funny enough, just talked about the no-no. I think it's a great investment. It's nonoemily.com. That's nonoemily.com. Check it out there because honestly, it is the easiest way to remove hair. But if you don't want to remove it all, you just want to trim it, I would say the best thing to do is just to trim. Razors are bad. You get bumps and all that. So I would just say the no-no is genius. You could get waxed if you want to get waxed. That's another way. But I'm all for the no-no now just because I'm obsessed with it. I'm using it everywhere I want to get rid of hair. I'm never going to shave my legs again.
You're going to come in here bald next week.
I'm going to be bald. But yeah, try the no-no. It's a great investment. You can do it in your home. You can do it in 5 seconds. You do it, for 5 minutes and your hair is gone wherever you want it. But are there manscaping? I feel like everyone is kind of manscaping. And to me, if I had balls, I would not want to shave them. That seems like that'd be really painful.
It's dicey. It's very dicey.
You got to be careful. You got to have a steady hand.
You ready for turtle sound sex?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm so ready.
Can you handle this?
I can handle it.
I can't. I'm going to turn my mic off because I giggle like a
schoolgirl. Oh my God, really?
It's the greatest.
Okay,
these
are turtles having sex.
Turtles having sex.
Okay. Oh my God.
That's a
turtle. Where the hell did you get that? Oh my God.
And it's real. I thought for sure it was fake, but I did research.
Oh my God.
It's
At least
coming.
they're having a good time.
That's the dude. That's the male turtle.
Oh my God, it's a male turtle.
Tortoise.
Oh my God, do you hear him ejaculate? Or get there?
I don't think so.
Oh. I feel like my heart is warmed and then I feel also bad or something. I don't know. Okay, stop. Are you sure it's not the woman crying turtle? The female turtle?
Because it's the dude on top.
Oh, it's a tortoise. Okay, got it. You are friggin' hilarious. Thank you, Anderson, for bringing that. Well, I don't know how the hell you find it, but you find the best things ever.
This is actually because of you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know about this. Your old intern, Lindsay, showed me because she works on Loveline now, and she and Rune were talking about it. I'm like, they don't make sound. Yes, they do. And she played it. So it's one of your old interns.
Because all my interns, you can't believe that my show is like that. Okay, so Lauren was my intern before she became my assistant. We should back in the day, like her first day that, I don't remember this, it was like 4 years ago. Her first day working for me, I gave her like this huge rabbit vibrator that she took home with her. And she's like, okay. And it was a little big. And I don't know. They all wanted toys. What am I going to do? And now I've got new interns and they're like, I've never really used lube before. Like, it's cute. I help them out.
And there's something you need to know about Emily, too, is if you ever go see Emily or walk, when she comes to see you, and whenever Emily's in the room, she's handing you like gifts.
That's
like
true.
I don't know if you realize this, but I don't like to take things from you. So I always say thank you. But then a lot of time I leave them behind because I feel guilty because you're always giving me. You're like my old Jewish grandmother who's like, take home some cookies.
You took home the whiskey, though, didn't you?
Oh, I took that home. But when I came to visit you last week in your office, you're like, here, you could take this one, or you could take that one, or why don't you take both? Because they're like, you need them. Like, they're displayed.
But I love giving people presents. I am. And it's funny
love
because
giving stuff away.
The guy who runs our office building comes in, and one night we were having a party there, and I was like, I had all snacks.
You had
and
a party?
He's like, you're so, well, like, not we didn't, but our office
threw a
building
party?
did. I didn't throw a party. I would have invited you.
All right.
But we had like all these, like, oh my God, everyone came to my office. I'm like, do you guys want snacks? He's like, you're so nice. You're like, and that's sweet.
You're a giver.
I'm a provider. Not just sex toys. I would provide you with snacks.
Mostly
too.
sex toys.
Well, a lot of sex toys.
I wish
Okay.
you had kids so you could have grandkids one day and you just, here, have
It's
some
probably
cock
better that I
rings,
don't.
Billy.
Although my 14-year-old niece is coming down next week, and she's like, "And I want to see your office." I mean, how do I let her into my office with like dildos? You saw
You
my
better
office.
cue up the turtle sex sounds. She'll like that.
She would like that.
How old is she?
She's 14.
Yeah.
I think it's time. I should give her my book. Oh my God, my brother and my sister-in-law would
I feel like we talked about her before and something with her and how you're inappropriate with her, right?
Oh, that was the 11-year-old when she slept over at my house when she was 8.
Was she using like a dildo for a microphone or something?
No.
She
God,
was like singing into a mic, like a
when
dildo
I
or
lived
something.
in San Francisco, I was in school, I had sex school, and I had like I still do hundreds of sex books. Every book I have in my apartment was sex books, like a wall.
Obsessed.
And she came home, and I didn't even know she saw them because I don't remember her walking in the room, but maybe she couldn't sleep, God knows what. And she came home, and the first thing she said was, "Mommy, why does every book on Emily's shelf have the word sex in the title?" And then she started reciting the titles, like cunnilingus for like best tips for
adorable.
like homosexual. Yeah, adorable. My brother, they almost killed me. They're like, they won't let him come to my house now, which I guess I understand. Okay, we have another caller. We can take that. Let's talk to Tommy. Hey, Tommy, thanks for calling Sex with Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. How can I help you this evening, Tommy?
What's the better position, horse, or cowboy?
What's the horsey horse? Because I don't know.
That's a woman riding a horse.
You mean when she's on top of you? Like, do you mean reverse cowgirl?
No, an actual horse.
Is this like a joke?
No. A man underneath and a woman on top.
Oh, woman in top position or cowboy? Reverse
cowboy is when her back is to...
Oh, reverse cowgirl. Got it.
Reverse.
Okay. Which position is better for what? Because they're both really good. Woman on top or reverse cowgirl. Reverse cowgirl, I think a lot... Oh, for girls, you mean?
Yeah.
You know, it depends on the woman. I mean, the thing about reverse cowgirl is that she can really, like, stimulate her clitoris and she can, you know... move in certain ways. Like, I feel like your penis can hit her in certain ways if she's like a G-spot girl. Yeah. So it actually depends on the woman. And some women like women on top because they can grind their, you know, clitoris against your stomach and lean forward on you. So there really is it depends on the woman and her makeup, her like how she orgasms.
Yeah.
But I think you can do both. When a woman's on top, you just twist her around and do reverse cowgirl. It's a win-win.
It might be tough with the chains on though. when she's locked to the ventilator downstairs, right?
Exactly. What are you talking about?
Tommy sounds like maybe it's just...
Tommy, you're not locking him up, are you?
No.
Okay, good. So I would say you got to experiment. I can't tell you there's a one-size-fits-all position for all the women that you're banging. But good luck to you, Tommy. All right. Dear Emily, another email. I have a problem exiting situations with grace. I'm able to get my end result to get out of there, but no one leaves feeling very good. I'm wondering if you can offer any tips for getting out of a date when the other person is so focused on sex that there's no way to ever get it on with them. I want my exits to be more natural and less socially spastic. Thanks, Rita. So I'm confused, Rita. I wonder if she's on the date. Are you on the date with someone and you know that they're going to, like a first date, you know they want to have sex with you? So if it's your first date, I think you just, don't order dessert, check please, I have an early morning, and you leave. But if you're worried about the date before you go, let's say it's a second date, make sure that you have, an escape plan. I always say if I'm on a date and I'm not into it, okay, great, this will be great if anyone's listening to this. Any guys, my potential
suitor dates? Like
yeah,
next
okay,
date
this is how you're going to know I'm not into you. Oh, God, tomorrow I've got the earliest meeting because I don't have meetings before 11 ever, not even calls. I think I have the earliest meeting tomorrow. I just got to get up. I got so much, but this has been great. No dessert for me. Nope. Okay, got to go.
That's when a smooth guy whips out the Coke and says, "We'll just do an all-nighter then, baby."
If I were into such things, but I'm not. So this leaves you open. You can start out by saying, when you go on the date too, if you're not sure how it's going to go, you can also start by saying, yeah, I'm so excited. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy day, but I was so happy because tomorrow's a big day for me. I've got a huge project. And then he knows throughout the date that you've got this thing tomorrow. And be direct. If you don't plan on seeing this guy again, tell him thanks for the date and you got to go home. You can also take your own car. I do that a lot on dates. Even the first, second, third date, I'm like, I'll meet you there. I want an escape plan. I want to be able to leave. I don't want the awkward dropping me off. Can I come in for a minute, kiss him, he wants to kiss or whatever. This way you can just be valet, get the car, and you're out of there. So I think that's the best way to do it with grace, Rita. I'm not sure what you've been doing up until now. And if the person is so focused on, I would just say your exit's got to be natural. You got to prime them and let them know you're out of there. Right? It's honest. I think that's honest and open, and that's what you got to do. Anderson, do we have time for one more?
Absolutely.
Okay. Dear Emily, I'm 30 and I have delayed ejaculation and need help. My girlfriend thinks I have to masturbate too vigorously to ejaculate. I experience ED sometimes, but think I can't stay hard for as long as it takes me to ejaculate. I've tried not masturbating for a week or two at a time, but nothing helps. This is a very frustrating problem to have. We were wondering if you thought a fleshlight would help. By the way, I love it when you're a guest host on Loveline, and you're a very beautiful and attractive woman. Thanks for your advice in advance, Jonathan. Actually, Jonathan, if you want to last longer in bed, there is a fleshlight stamina training unit that is just absolutely made for lasting longer in bed. If basically you do the stop-start method. It's called edging. So you use it, and you can do this with your hands too. You don't have to have a fleshlight, but a fleshlight actually helps, where you start at the shaft of your penis and you move your hand up and down as you normally would when you're masturbating. And you go towards the tip, and right when you feel that you're about to ejaculate, you get to that point of no return, you stop for a few minutes, a few seconds, and then you start again. And you can practice, and you can learn to control your ejaculation. And so the fleshlight, too, can help you with the stamina training unit. If you go to sexwithemily.com and you click on the fleshlight banner, you can see that. And also, Kegel exercises are great for men and women. Doctors will always tell you to do Kegel exercises, and no one ever remembers to do them. So 5 minutes a day. It's your pee-stopping muscles. Anderson's probably doing them right now. And you just do 5 minutes a day. It can strengthen as well. But I'm confused because you said you have delayed ejaculation and erectile. So there's a few things going on here. So if you've delayed ejaculation, and sometimes you ejaculate too quickly, delayed ejaculation just, guys that have that, it's something that they'll happen throughout their lifetime. I mean, you can always talk to your doctor. I'm not sure if you're taking any medications or anything. But if your girlfriend feels you have to masturbate too vigorously to ejaculate, I mean, I would just tell her that, first of all, you shouldn't ejaculate that vigorously, that you have pain or you've chafing or you have a problem, and just tell your girlfriend that, you want to please her, you enjoy having sex with her, and however you need to get off, I would do it. Maybe, it's through her giving you oral sex or through, I don't know how you do it, but I wouldn't try to masturbate so vigorously that you're going to hurt yourself. So hopefully you know the best way to get you there. So check out either one of these. Sounds like he has both problems. He comes too quickly, comes too fast, can't stay hard long enough. So also, yeah, that's all. That's what you got to do. It's a lot of work. I mean, I understand it. I understand that guys are like, and you can't just do it once. These practices, guys are like, oh, I'll do it once. No, you got to do it a few weeks, month. You'll see results. And also, I have an iPhone app called Kegel Camp, which pops up every day on your phone, reminds you to do your exercises, and my voice walks you through it.
When's the last time you kegled?
I'm doing them now.
I thought you might be.
Every day at 11:30, I set my alarm for Kegel Camp. Time for Kegel Camp, and I do them like almost every day.
Unless you have a meeting, because sometimes you have meetings
I can
right
do them
around
during
11.
my meeting.
Yeah?
No, my meetings, you're right. But, yeah, usually I'll have a call at 11, and then 11:30 to 11:35, I do my Kegels.
But as far as that deadbeat date is concerned, you got one at 7:30 with New York.
That's what I always say. I'm like, oh, my business partner's in New York, and I got an early call.
Why are you broadcasting this, woman?
I don't care.
Actually, you know what? Anyone who's listening to this who's going to date you, they're probably stalking you anyways.
No,
right?
or they're just not going to date me now.
Creepers.
I don't think that anyone who's ever listened to the show, I've dated. Like, I don't think there's ever been anyone who I listened to your show and they listened to it after, and then I don't know.
And then they stopped dating.
Yeah, they stopped. Well, I did just have a date with a guy recently, about 2 weeks ago, and he hadn't listened to my show, and then he said, "I'm going to listen to your show, and now we're going out again tomorrow." And I was like, don't listen. Because I actually would prefer the guys I date not to listen. Just because I don't care. I mean, why do you need to listen to the show?
You're you, though, on your show.
No, and I'm me on my show and I'm me on the date. But I don't care if he But now it's like I'm seeing him tomorrow. So has he listened? Do we need to talk about my show? The whole thing. Because the first date he didn't know. Remember, he didn't Google me. And I was like, oh, my God, I went out with the guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it was interesting. But then he was like, whoa, what do you do? And then we talked about it the whole time anyway. So then that was kind of.
He probably listened with his mom. No big deal. She probably wanted to make sure that you were right for her son.
Right. Exactly.
No, not exactly at all.
Wait, what'd you say?
He probably listened with his mom.
No, he didn't.
Okay, then not
he didn't
exactly.
Listen to his mom. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Emily, she has very few faults, but one of them is that she is a woman, so she has a hard time
focusing,
double tasking.
Multitasking, I'm good at, except for I sent someone $1,000 today.
I didn't even say multitasking. I said double tasking because you can't. It's all right though. Did you do today with $1,000?
No, I was paying someone through Chase, and I paid them $1,000 instead of $100.
Oh, lucky
But then
people.
it was cool because he was like, Emily, I don't think you meant to send me $1,000. You sent me $100. I mean, you meant to send me.
Is it because you were talking and doing something else?
Yes, I was doing 8 million things at once, and I put a zero on it. I read an extra zero on it.
It's a great example of how good you are at multitasking.
I know, it's terrible. I should be dealing with numbers anyway. But I want to go back to one thing, the delayed ejaculator, because I gave him advice for the premature ejaculation because he said he has all these other issues. So everything I said to you will help you. And the more you get to know your own penis and how it works without having your girlfriend around, whether it's ED, PE, or delayed ejaculation, whatever it is, during masturbation and your alone time is when you're going to figure out the best way to work your own penis. Same with women and masturbation, the whole thing. So I think that's what we got time for tonight, Anderson. And I just want to thank everyone for listening to the show. And I've been just really heartened to get all of your emails, to receive all your emails. It's been going crazy lately. So I just love hearing from you and everyone.
She says these
Facebook.
things off air before the show, too. She talks to both
No,
Lauren
I mean
and
it. We got
she's 100% serious.
Like,
when
it's
she says
going
this.
mad. We got like 20,000 new likes on Facebook in the last week. Like,
She's like touched.
I am.
Emily's very touched.
I could cry. I'm not even a crier, but I could cry. It feels amazing. Just hearing from you, and I love you all. So thanks everyone for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thanks for listening to the show, and I appreciate you supporting my sponsors. So this one you're going to love. I know a lot of you out there live in the LA area or you come here often, so you got to make sure you stop by the Hustler Hollywood store. That should be your main destination when you get here, because everyone wants to see the Hollywood sign, the walk, the stars, the whole thing. What are they called?
It's all right there, too.
It's
all
in
like
Hollywood, but I'm saying go to the freaking Hollywood store because you can't believe I had a field trip there with my interns last week. The Hustler Hollywood store?
Not your niece.
Not my niece, not yet. They have the best toys, erotica, the sexiest lingerie, and most of all, the easiest way to find the answers you've been looking for to spice up your sex life. Hustler Hollywood is the perfect date night spot. If you're in a relationship, you can spice it up, browse their selection of sexy products, see what gets you both turned on. This way you can avoid any awkward conversations about sex and go right to the source to fulfill all your sexual desires. And I'm actually doing a workshop there on July 16th.
On blowjobs.
How to not necessarily, it's called How to Blow His Mind. So we will touch on blowjobs, but we're doing a lot of different different things. So RSVP, will have that information out soon, and I can't wait to meet everyone. It'll be so fun. So come to the Hustle Hollywood store. And also, when you're at the store, if you go without me, which is fine, tell them that Sex with Emily sent you and you get 20% off.
You have to do it like in a 70s drug way, like, hey, psst. Sex with Emily sent me.
You got to pass them a little piece of paper over the thing. No, so check it out, and thanks everyone for listening to the show.
Perhaps play a little game called Just a Tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Hey, this is Jordan Harbinger, host of the Art of Charm podcast, the #1 dating and relationship advice podcast in iTunes.
I'm Emily Morse, host of the Sex with Emily podcast, the #1 sex and relationship podcast on iTunes and at sexwithemily.com. And this is Just the Tip.
All right, we hear a lot about the clitoris and all that stuff and oral sex. Can you give us some oral sex tips?
Yes. Here's the first one. Women really want to know that you're actually into it, that you want to be down there, that you find her attractive, and that you've got all the time in the world. Because otherwise, we're just concerned that you're not interested and we're looking at the clock. So first thing you got to do is assure that you're into it. You know, be enthusiastic, okay?
Instead
That's
of like
the first
whole
thing.
like, oh, she's making me do this. Ugh.
Yeah, or the guys who go down there for like 2 seconds with their tongue and they're like, I just went down on her. It's like 2 seconds. Like that, you didn't even do anything. Like, I didn't even know you were there. So a lot of women have insecurities about it. They have insecurities about hygiene, and so they just make sure that you she knows that you're into it. Next thing is you got to bring your tongue into the mix. So don't do it. Never start out too hard when you're performing oral sex. Start lightly.
How else would you have oral sex?
I don't know. I don't know why I said this.
Shove the clit in your nose and inhale?
I
bet that would feel right.
But you can first start by using your tongue along the length of her clitoris. So the clitoris is not only that little bud under the hood, but it extends deep inside the woman's body. So flick your tongue quickly along the shaft, and you create vibrations that feel really, really good.
Good
and another thing is, you know how she loves her vibrator? So next time you're performing oral sex, you can hum a little bit. The humming will feel good.
Any particular tune?
Whatever you want. Whatever turns you on. Yeah, just or, if you're musically inclined.
Right.
She might be impressed by a song.
The theme to...
A ballad.
About like a Richard Marx ballad.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, whatever she's into. So try that. You can hum. You can lick. You can lick and flick and just be sure to mix up all the movements that you're doing. Like, you want to make sure you're not doing the same thing the whole time. So flick the tongue. Be wet. Sometimes insert a finger now and then. See what she's into. Play around. Have fun.
Got it. Experiment. Fun.
Exactly.
The fun science.
Exactly.
If you guys want to learn more from the Art of Charm about dating, relationships, and even networking for business, visit us at theartofcharmpodcast.com or check us out on iTunes and follow me on Twitter at The Art of Charm.
And check out the Sex with Emily podcast at sexwithemily.com and on iTunes if you want to have the best sex of your life, that is. Also, follow me on Twitter at sexwithemily. Buying a car can be such a stressful experience, but TrueCar is changing car buying forever. TrueCar actually helps car buyers get rid of the fear that they might overpay, and that fear is the worst. Last month, over 45,000 cars were sold by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network, and TrueCar.com users save an average of $3,046 off MSRP. So, when you're ready to buy a car, you just got to follow these 3 easy steps that if you want to save money. First, go to TrueCar.com and find out what other people paid for the car you're looking for. Then register at TrueCar.com to see upfront pricing information, and then you lock in your savings. Third step, totally simple. All you do is you print out your TrueCar savings certificate, and then you take it to the TrueCar certified dealer for a better, hassle-free car buying experience. Who doesn't want that? Some features not available in all states, and every day TrueCar.com users receive negotiation-free, guaranteed savings. Save time, save money, and never overpay. Why would you do that? Visit TrueCar.com today. That's TrueCar.com.